welcome back to Northern Indiana. If you've watched any other videos, we've been recording today just some videos here in the Salcha studios called Meet the Writers. And hopefully maybe you got a chance to meet Ethan, you got a chance to meet Ashley, and here's the team leader, Leilani, who comes to us as a person who has helped supervise how many articles now? How many has your team written?
We're this close from 400. So probably by the end of the day, we're going to get to 400.
So 400 articles that are geared toward helping small and medium business leaders become more effective, but to grow, to learn, to stay current, all those things. What drives you when you sit down to write? Who do you picture in your head as the person that you're writing for?
I actually picture... this is going to sound a little weird, but I picture some of my writer friends as they're just getting started on their careers and their businesses and how they're going to be launching themselves. And I have some other friends that are wanting to start their own businesses. So I'm picturing them and what they need to know and writing to that audience. I'm also thinking of the people, our clients. We can get a lot of feedback from them. So what is it that they're needing to know right now? Also looking at or trying to picture people that are just out there trying to look for those answers. You know, it's midnight, they're sleepless, they're worried about their jobs, and then they Google search, you know, I'm looking for this answer, and we can say, this is where you can go. Yeah,
and literally taking hours and hours of research, putting it into one page, and hopefully making the process so much simpler and easier for a small and medium business owner who's just either starting out, or maybe has been doing it for years but has a new question.
Yes, exactly.
So I tried to encourage you to bring 3 of your favorite articles, which is impossible when you guys have written so much. But you did bring 3 articles, and so we're just going to talk. We're just going to talk briefly about them, and you guys can actually read these articles, comment on them, share them anyway, because we're just starting a little buzz. Somewhere in time in 2014, we're going to launch this new thing called Salcha, and we'll talk about that at the end. But your first article here is dealing with difficult customers.
Yes.
Why an article like this? I mean, there are difficult customers out there.
I know. Actually, that one came from experiences that I had dealing with difficult customers.
Yeah.
And you're going to have it no matter where you work. Because you're going to be selling something. And so talking with different people, talking with different business owners, this is a sore subject. This is not something that is very easy for a lot of people to work through because it is sometimes a trained thing. Sometimes you have to have that training from your superior to know how to handle the difficult customers, and oftentimes it just kind of comes out of nowhere. So unless you're prepared, mentally prepared, and okay, this is how I'm going to handle this process, it comes at you and it's just a tidal wave.
Yeah.
And you're just kind of standing there stock still. I have no idea how to help this person. It wasn't my fault. Usually it's not my fault. I don't know what to do with this. And so how to overcome that and still win the customer back is something that not a lot of businesses are very easily able to do. So that's why I wanted to write this one.
No, and if you're not prepared, like you said, to do this, you can easily, unfortunately, derail your whole business or a good portion of your business by not responding well.
Yeah, completely lose that customer.
Yeah.
And they'll spread the word.
Yeah. I encourage you to read this article because it has 7 great tips and ways to just start thinking about how you could improve your customer service even when dealing with the most difficult customers. Now, changing directions, okay?
Completely. This is like no rhyme or reason to these articles.
And that's what it is. Of these 400 articles, and there'll be hundreds more to come, they cover all the topics that you may need to think about as a small and medium business owner.
But if we've missed something, please let us know.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a growing list.
That's
right. We're not done. As of today, we've covered everything you might know. That's not true, and that's why we're here. We're just starting to it's really the iceberg, the tip of the iceberg, and we're just going to start digging deeper and helping become more relevant to you. So this one is 10 tips for creating a cross-media marketing strategy. You don't come from a marketing background, though you've had some experience.
My dad's been in marketing all my life.
Okay.
So I would hear his stories. I was also the marketing manager for a past job, and I was kind of thrown into the job. I didn't really know what to do with it, and I learned basically by being thrown into the deep end.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the tricks and the things that I learned from that has really helped me in some of these areas. But with this article, I loved putting this one together because it was so much creativity of using the different, the traditional way and the inbound marketing, the cross media, how you can make it fit best for your business. So there's that creativity part of it that was really interesting for me.
And I think an article like this is really relevant. It's relevant for all small business leaders, but it's really relevant for those who have been doing small business and been successful maybe for a while, but now have all these new opportunities and don't always know where to start. This is a great starting point.
Yes,
and
exactly.
it gives you just a start to get that idea and little tips that you can give. And I love that.
It's definitely the bridge between traditional marketing and inbound marketing. And there's many businesses that just traditional or just inbound marketing doesn't work.
Yeah.
So you have to blend it, and this is something that can hopefully help that.
Yep. Last article, maintain your professional network. Again, I love that we're going just all over the whole business spectrum. This is important for any small business. Your professional network is, well, define it. How do you define professional network?
It's the who you know. A lot of times, you know the saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Exactly.
And this is the who you know is going to give you advice. They're going to give you encouragement. They're going to kind of give you that model to hopefully grow with, and also for you to help them grow as well. So it's that camaraderie part of the business that not a lot of people talk about very often. They kind of get into I go to work and this is my little environment and that's all that there is, but there's a whole world of resources and there's a whole world of extra things that you guys can be networking with and discussing and building each other up. So, and coming from a writing background where it's all networking, it was something that I'm like, okay, a lot more businesses could be doing this.
Well, and it's something a lot of times we spend so much time focused on our product or our service, the end of the game, that we forget how much work it takes at the front end and all that network, the relationships, actually getting out there and getting to know people. And these are some really practical tips. As simple as pick up the phone, which we joke about who wants to do that.
That's right. Can I just do a text? That's good enough, right?
Yeah. That there's some hard, real decisions that we have to make in order to build that network that's going to help us grow and help us sell at the end.
Right.
And this is a great article for us to start thinking, what are the things we could do to be more relevant to our customers down the road.
Yeah.
So.
And it's also helpful in marketing. I mean, just having that network or that contact at the newspaper or your local magazine, or they'll call you. Having that networking of, hey, we have this ad space that ran out. Well, can I sell it to you for a discounted price?
Yeah.
It can be even from that point of view, or to, hey, we're about to launch, we're looking for investors, are you interested, kind of a thing. There's so many different ways of networking, and there's so many different opportunities when it comes to networking.
Yeah.
So hopefully this will give some help.
Well, I think it's a great start, and what I love about this is it's a discussion starter, and it'll hopefully, as an audience that we're trying to present to today, we really want you to have the opportunity to dig deep into this and then ask questions of Leilani and her team, of us, and sit down and say, hey, this will help me be more effective. And could you write about this? Give us some ideas, give us some tips. We want to help you learn, grow, and stay current. And thanks for joining us. And this is saltsha.com, SALTSHA.com. You can go right there, fill in the form with your email, and we will keep you updated when we're going to launch this new product. But there's also going to be lots of freebies there. There's the blog there and all the social media outlets that you can actually just follow along as we get ready to launch something that we hope will help all small and medium business owners learn, grow, and stay current. So thanks for Leilani. I'm Nate Manahan, and we were glad that you joined us today. And keep bringing us comments. Comment down, that little thing on the bottom that's on the bottom of all these things. We'd love to hear what you think about it. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.